guys. Hello.
Hi.
Our old dog started barking when we said hello because she thought someone was here. She can't see or hear the best anymore. Welcome. I'm Crystal. And you are?
Alaska.
And we're with
Dog Psychology and Training Center.
Whoop, whoop. And today we're going to talk about 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. What's Happy Independence Day?
Happy Independence Day.
What's your favorite part about the 4th of July? Fireworks. And that's the least favorite part for the dogs. So that's what we're talking about today. Very rarely do I meet a dog who enjoys fireworks. Some dogs are kind of neutral. They just don't care. Most dogs, like 95%, get really stressed, anxious, or fearful of fireworks. And so for them, this is not a fun holiday. So we recommend keeping them away from the festivities. If you have fireworks going on at your house, make sure your dog is in a room far away from where you're going to be lighting off the fireworks, preferably in a crate, covered and tucked away. If you have fireworks that go off, like neighborhood fireworks or city fireworks, the big ones, again, just making sure your dog is out of view of those fireworks and in a safe spot where they can't hurt themselves if they do get anxious and stressed out and try to escape to save themselves. I'd like to also mention that this is the day that tonight and tomorrow, animal care will find the most dogs because dogs get so afraid of the booms that they try to run away and save themselves. And so they run out of their homes, families can't find them, and they just take off. So keeping your dog inside, keeping your dog on a leash, making sure their collar is tightened today because most families have a loose collar on their dog. Today is the day you want to double check that collar and make sure you can only get 2 fingers in that collar. If you can get your whole hand in there, it's way too loose. 2 fingers so that it can't slip off of your dog's head. And are you trying to show them the collar? Yeah, 2 fingers. Here we go, guys. Two fingers, okay? And that way it's snug enough. If they were to bolt because somebody set off a firework, even during the day, they do that, guys. So if you have fireworks going off randomly when you don't expect it and your dog's collar is loose and they try to pull away and they slip out of their collar, they're gone. Like they're just going to keep running because they're so afraid. And the voice of reason does not exist right now in your dog's mind. Like they just can't handle this kind of stress. So we're going to talk about our most favorite tips that we give families to keep their dogs safe on the 4th of July. So bear with me as we go through our musts, okay? Exercise them, both mentally and physically. A lot of people get the physical exercise part down. Run your dog, play fetch for 20 minutes, play frisbee. If your dog does scent games, do some scent games, which will also mentally tire them out. But do some physical energy to your dog's capacity. So some dogs like to... some dogs need to exercise very briefly. How much does Morgan exercise?
Probably about 9.
None, yeah.
She's lazy.
Yeah, Morgan.
All she likes to do is.
Morgan's our 9.5-year-old Neapolitan Mastiff, so exercise is not in her vocab. She's just not going to do it. But because of her breed, she doesn't really need it. Like she's fine with the fireworks. She's fine with life. Like just nothing bothers her. But for most dogs, they are an energetic breed. And so they are going to need some physical exertion. So exercising and then mental exercising. So if your dog knows some obedience commands, run them through it and make it sharp, make them witty, and just test them, make them work their brains. So an example would be if your dog knows a place command, have them hold a place as you drop human food on the ground, or start with something easy first. Have them hold a place as you drop dog toys on the ground, and if they try to break it, no place. And then work your way up to something a little harder, like their dog food, and then their kibble, and then human food, like ice cubes, that would be okay if they accidentally got, because we don't want them to get it. And then working your way up to something harder, like popcorn or potato chips or something that smells, has a strong smell that your dog would want to eat, but shouldn't. And it's tiring mentally because your dog wants it. And your dog has to mentally talk themselves out of breaking their command. Like, remember, we're in a command. We can't get it. I can't. Ooh, as much as I want that, I can't get off my place. Having them hold a scent command. Having them heel. What's some other fun things that we do with dogs to tire them out?
I do know. Maybe you can play play with it.
Okay, cool.
And like when there's a dog that's like anything that you can play with dogs.
Mm-hmm. So if you're a tugger and you like to play tug with your dog, play a lot of tug with your dog. If you wrestle with your dogs to tire them out, do it today. Do a lot of it today. What else do we do to dogs to tire them out? We can play hide and seek games with them. Keep away games. Make it fun for the dog, though. Don't always keep it away. But also add some physical, not physical, some mental and exertion with these kind of exercises. So, for example, if you're playing fetch or tug, I would have your dog sit and hold it until you give them the release word. It could be okay, break, free, whatever you say, before they can go get it. And so that way they're working through some of that physical exertion as well as that mental exertion. So tire them out. That's our first point. Our second point is make sure their crate, if you have to move their crate today, do it. Make sure their crate is in a place that is quiet and not heavily trafficked, and preferably doesn't have a view of where the fireworks are going to be going off. Again, not only the sound, but those flashes of light in a window can be very stressful for a dog. So we recommend preferably in a basement or a closet, somewhere that is confined. And I'm talking about putting them in their crate in this area. Don't put your dog in a closet without a crate. But somewhere that's confined, preferably cover their crate. If your dog has been known to pull the covers in, don't do that. But do make sure that if there are any windows in that area, that the windows are closed. If your dog is not typically in a crate at this point in their life, I would still put them in a crate today. It's only for a few hours. They can just enjoy the rest, but that way they are prevented from getting stressed out, chewing something, destroying something, choking, ingesting something they shouldn't be, or bolting out of the house because they heard a firework as you were coming in and they just took off. So there's so many things that can go wrong today of all days. Please crate your dog. Put it in a quiet place, cover it, or close the windows. And then here's another little tip that we give is to play music. We like classical because it has the highs and the lows. So it kind of just gets them into that soothing rhythm of, spikes and quiet sounds. But play it at a decent level today. So like, don't keep it super quiet. I would have it fairly loud. Like you don't want it booming, but you want it loud enough that it kind of muffles the fireworks outside. And so that way, again, it's not so jarring or startling for your dog to hear those big booms. Another tip that we recommend is to give your dog some CBD. If you have CBD chews, CBD oils, essential oils, lavender, chamomile, all of those soothing things, just another step that you can just give your dog to help get them through today. As much as we love the fireworks, as much as we think they're beautiful and exciting, dogs don't. And so to make this transition as easily possible for them today, these are our tips to get them through the day. So I'm going to recap real quickly. Tire them out both physically and mentally. Mental and physical exercise. Put their crate in a quiet space, preferably covered, or close the windows so that the flashes of fireworks do not disturb them. Play music at a decent level to drown out the outside sound, and CBD or essential oils to help calm them to get them through the night. Do you have anything to add for the 4th of July tips for dogs and keeping them safe? Oh, and don't forget to tighten their collar. Tighten their collar. Just check it right now. As soon as you get home, if you're not home, check the collar first thing. Put a reminder in your phone.
And make sure there's 2 fingers that can fit.
That's right. 2 fingers to fit in that collar so that it cannot slip off of their head if they were to get spooked. That's it. That's all we got, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We hope these tips help get you and your dog through the festive holiday of Independence Day. And we wish you the most happiest Independence Day. Bye.
Arf, arf says bye.
Arf, arf. That's a cute name.
Because I'm probably... Bye.